What's up, guys? It's Bye here, and welcome to another Rise of Kingdoms video. In today's video, I will share with you guys how do I earn gems as a free-to-play player. Uh, Method number one, and most obvious way, is to gather gems. I gather gems whenever I can. When I have free marches, I often scout around my city to see if there are any gems node around. If there were, I would send marches there to gather. So, for example, hmm. So let's say I have two. So right now I have two marches available. So instead of gathering resources nearby my city right away, I would first look around and see if there are any gems available, so that I can gather them. So just scout around your city. For example, right here. So there are one, like easily. You don't have to scout very far from your city. Just scout like, around your city. And if you don't find anything, or if there are no available gem nodes, then you can just gather other resources. Oh, someone took the resource node already. Um, so that is one way to earn gems, is just to gather gems on the map. Uh, Method number two is to complete mini events. So there are two mini events every 2 weeks that give a very good amount of gems. So for this mini event right here, you can get 2,500, 2,600 gems if you complete the event. So these mini events, they always happen on Tuesday and Wednesday of the week prior to the Mightiest Governor event week. So you can see right here, Mightiest Governor event happen in 3 days. So these mini event happened before the Mightiest Governor event. So most of the time, it could be either you have to use like speed up for training, troop training, research speed up, building speed up, or power up your city, power up your troops. One way to finish these events for free-to-play players is to obviously use a lot of speed up to finish them. But free-to-play players most of the time don't have a lot of speed up for the event, or you want to save the speed up for something else. So the other way, for you to finish the mini event is to time this event so that you can gain a huge amount of power when this event happen. So how can you do it? So on the lookout, you can see right here, I am currently at 22,000. 22,000 power. So I would train some troop already. So I got 22,000 power, but I still need 320 about 220,000 more in power to complete the event, and that would require me to spend about 20 to 30 days of speed up. But you can see right here, I have a whole bunch of troops already finished training, and if I collect them, you can see the big jump in power here. So I'm at 244,000. I gained 220,000 in troop power because I had used 20,000 level 5 reserve last week. So I was able to finish the troops training now when this event happening. I also have another troop training, another one going here. And if I think it finished in 12 minutes, but I can speed up a little bit for the purpose of showing you guys. So I am at 244,000, and I think if I collect it, I should be able to finish the event. So you can see right here, I finished the event without spending 20 days worth of speed up. So The other way for you to finish the kind of mini events is to time them. Um, so you know that the event happen every 2 weeks. Um, so 14 days from now, like a similar event like it would happen again. A very, very similar event like it would happen again. So if I want to prepare for the event, for this similar event happening in 2 weeks from now, about 4 days from now, I would train 40,000 troops again. So 4 days from now, in 4 days, I would use another level 5 reserve here that I can train 22,000 troops. And then those troops will kind of finish sometime in, in 14 days. And it can finish somewhere when this mini event happen. So that's how you time this kind of event. And you can complete these quests without using a lot of speed up. And you can get a lot of gems. So you just see I just got 2,500 gems from just being prepared, pretty much. So I knew that these events are coming. I prepare ahead of time. I train my troops ahead of time. And because right now it's a pretty easy for you to get the level 5 reserve. If you just do Arc of Osiris every week, every 2 weeks, I mean. If you just do Arc of Osiris every 2 weeks, and you have a very good chance of winning one of the level 5 reserve or level 10 reserve. So you can definitely time your troops here. For me, because I have T5, I only need to I only need to use 2 level 5 reserve. But for like a T4 player, you might need to use more, depend. So that's one way. One way to finish this event is to time your troops training way ahead of time, so that you finish when this event happen. And so this is for like a T5 accounts. What if you have you don't have T5 accounts? What can you do when this kind of event happen if you don't have like a T5 account? So let's go to my new account. Let's go to my new account here. Similar event also happening on my new account. Oops. So on this is my new account, like 5 million power account on a new kingdoms. A similar event. So right here, if I can gain 122,000 power, I will. If I can gain 200,000 power, I can finish this event. And so this is what you have to do for like an early, like a new account. You don't want to speed up your building. You don't want to speed up your research out of the blue randomly. You want to wait for this when this kind of event happen, and then you want to speed up your building. You want to speed up your research. So for example here, like today is the perfect timing for me to upgrade my building here, because if I upgrade the building now, oh, I did not get the rune. If I upgrade the building now, the power will go to this event, and I can finish this event. So it's like you might not be able to time this event for early stage of the game. But what you can do is to not rushing to like power up this city. You want to wait for when this event happen, and then you power up this city. Like there really no reason for you to rushing into level up this city so quickly at the early stage of the game. Wait for the event to happen, and then you spend your speed up. You level up you upgrade your building. You upgrade your research. So this right here, like finish in one day, like I could probably speed up this research too to complete the event. But first I want to upgrade the building first, because I do want to upgrade my building troops. So that's what I'm gonna do to finish this event. So that's what you need to do for a newer account, for an account that do not have a T5 unlock, or for an account that haven't complete all the building yet. I can actually upgrade 2 building here. I can actually upgrade 2 building here. How come I didn't see it? Do you have enough resources to upgrade this or no? 14 million? I don't have enough. I don't think I'll have enough for it, but I think I can upgrade it building here. Oh, actually, perfect timing to upgrade the academy research. So how much power do I need still? 170,000. So I can finish this research here. I think I can finish the research here. Going to finish the research here. 30 day, 15 day. So we need 100,000 more. 100,000 more. I think we can upgrade the academy today. 45,000. So perfect. We can upgrade the academy and then we can finish the event. So to finish this event, we just go ahead to upgrade it academy and upgrading it barrack. So as soon as I get enough help to so right now what the help bar is not full yet, but as soon as the help bar full, I can speed up the building and I can finish the event and I can earn the gems from the mini event. So for early account, it's very important that you focus on finishing as many of the mini event as possible if you want to get a lot of gems. If you want to have gems to level up your VIP points, definitely focusing on the mini events. Don't focus on the event that gave golden sculpture. It could be very, very hard for a free-to-play player to compete at the early stage of the game. So I strongly recommend you just to focus on the mini events instead of focusing on the events that gave you universal golden sculpture. And you can also time your research or time your building here as well. Like as long as you know when this kind of event happen, you know it. This event happen once every 2 weeks. It happened 3 or 4 days before the Mightiest Governor event. So think of the Mightiest Governor event countdown at the timer. 4 days and 3 days before the Mightiest Governor event happen, these events going to pop up. And that's when you want to finish your building, or you want to finish your research, or you want to finish your training, your big troops training. So that's the number two to that method number two to get a lot to gain gems is to finish all the mini events. Even on my main account, I still try to do a lot of things to finish the mini event, especially as I am a T5 player. I can gain a lot of power from troop training T5. So that's what I usually do. I usually do when I usually time it. I usually time it so that my troop training, like I usually train 20,000 troops so that they all finish sometime before my discovery event. So that's how you gain gems as a free-to-play player, finish this event. And the other method to gain gems is just to participate in KvK and get yourself in a good alliance. I just show you guys how much gem I've earned so far. So I've been to this KvK for about 26, 27 days, I guess. Let me just check real quick. How old is it KvK? This is Lost Kingdom 46. So 24 days. 24 days in a KvK map. And if you look at the Twilight, like I will got a lot of gems. I will claim so much gems in the past 24 days. I will earn over 30,000 or like up to even I think closer to 40,000 gems from just completing all the all the event in the Twilight and being in a good alliance where you can just capture like where you can just get the reward from capturing all the holy sites like Circle or Helion or Crusader camps. Like you can gain so much gems from just participating in KvK, be getting yourself in a good alliances. So that another way for you to get a lot of gems. Is to participate in KvK. So those are the three methods that I use to get gems. And they seem to work out pretty well for me. Like I get decent amount of gems like, without spending anything. Um, I have gems to spend on. I had gems to spend on Roll of Fortune sometime. And I still manage to have enough gems to buy VIP points for gem spend events. So that's how you get gems as a free-to-play player. It might be a little hard at the beginning when you first start the game, but as you progress, uh, you'll find much easier for you to get gems. There are a lot of events out there that can get you gems as well. Like there are a lot of events that get you gems. Um, Ark of Osiris, participate in Ark of Osiris. You get if you win, I mean you get 1,000, 2,000 gem every time. So there are a lot of other events in Rise of Kingdom also get you gems. So make sure you do all of those events. Make sure you do all of those events. Yeah, so those are the methods that I use to get gems.